The power of Christ compels you! That the power of Christ compels you!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 rejected horror movies that became successful.
No.
For this list, we'll be looking at horror films which were spurned by studios, distributors, or courts, but eventually achieved wide popularity, acclaim, and/or impressive profit. Which movie's rejection shocks you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Saw.
Hello, Amanda. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
In the early 2000s, James Wan and Lee Whannell were rookie filmmakers who co-created the psychological and sadistic story for Saw.
This is what they do, man. They kidnap you and drug you. Before you know it, you're lying in a bathtub and your kidneys are on eBay.
Not yet having a resume, they struggled to land a producer and finance a movie. But after leaving Australia to pursue possibilities in California, a short film of the same title was made, resulting in their vision gaining traction and interest.
Hello, David. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
However, the movie was granted a relatively small budget and a mere 18 days to shoot. Despite challenges, Saw was eventually released by Lionsgate and went on to achieve status as one of the most profitable horror movies of all time.
Most people are so ungrateful to be alive, but not you. Not anymore.
The original installment's success spawned a franchise of many sequels, solidifying it as a groundbreaking thriller and mainstream favourite. Number 9, The Human Centipede 2, Full Sequence. When Tom Six made the original of the 3-part film series, financiers were not aware of the extent of the story's gruesome content until after agreeing to support it.
I'm Dr. Joseph Heiter. Retired but still very well known as the leading surgeon in separating Siamese twins.
The body horror is all things obscene and disturbing, but it gained wide viewership and accolades, leading to an even more graphic sequel.
What is this? 100% medically accurate.
Considering the outlandish premise of the first film, the second installment had a harder time being released as planned. It was rejected by the BBFC for sexual violence, which made its distribution in the UK potentially illegal. But even the skeptical distributors, nauseated viewers, and mixed critical responses, Six released a third sequence that showcased the largest human centipede yet. The franchise had become a phenomenon with a large cult following.
I deserve respect! 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 Respect!
Number 8, The Cabin in the Woods. Following college students who encounter zombies, this horror comedy was an attempt to bring satire to the genre.
That's not fair. I had zombies too.
Yes, you did. Yes, you had zombies. But this is zombie redneck torture family, see? They're entirely separate species.
Upon release, the film achieved popularity worldwide, so its long delay and difficulties in the production stages came as a bit of a shock. The movie's initial home was MGM, which indefinitely postponed its release due to bankruptcy and recurring financial issues. Ties were cut with the studio, and distribution rights were later obtained by Lionsgate. Cue special effects, prosthetic makeup, and impressive performances that would help the film garner positive reviews and gross over $66 million.
Tequila is my lady! My lady! Come on in, guys. Come on in, come on in. You're welcome. Tequila! From darkness, there is light!
The director expressed his satisfaction with Lionsgate's acquisition, indicating the problems along the way were a blessing in disguise that shaped the movie's success.
Oh, shit.
Number 7, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Where are you taking us?
Mexico.
What's in Mexico?
Mexicans.
The first paid screenwriting assignment for the renowned Quentin Tarantino, From Dusk Till Dawn was deemed unsellable before becoming a hit at the box office. The movie's plot was created by Robert Kurtzman, who explained that getting the film picked up was anything but easy.
I don't want to hear anything about I don't believe in vampires, because I don't believe in vampires. What I believe in my own two eyes, and what I saw is vampires.
The team of Tarantino and Kurtzman suffered countless rejections, as studios and producers thought the premise confusing and too vulgar and violent. Now that we've seen the movie's depictions of gratuitous vampire scenes, this isn't so surprising. Nonetheless, the concept was eventually brought to life by a close friend of Tarantino's, Robert Rodriguez, who had seen success as a director.
I can become a regular.
The film enjoyed massive profit, inspired direct-to-video follow-ups, and a TV series, and remains a timeless cult classic. Number 6. Nosferatu. This 1922 German horror film follows a vampire who brings death to a fictitious town. Lifted from the novel Dracula, many changes were made so the film would appeal to the German audiences, but the unauthorized adaptation prompted legal action from the heirs of author Bram Stoker, which resulted in a court order calling for all film copies to be destroyed. But some copies survived, providing a piece of cinema that has made a lasting impact. The picture was the first to show a vampire dying by sunlight, something that has become a fixture in the genre, and it influenced pop culture. It inspired remakes, shows, and films based on the story, and footage was used for Queen and David Bowie's iconic music video, Under Pressure.
Keep coming up with love, but it's so slashed and torn.
Number 5. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Please, God.
This is God.
Today, we regard this Wes Craven supernatural slasher as an influential flick that gave us the legendary Freddy Krueger. But before the Nightmare on Elm Street media franchise erupted, Craven's pitch for the story was turned away by many of the studios he sought backing from.
It's real, Mama. Feel it. Give me that damn thing. It even has his name written in it. Fred Krueger, Mom. Fred Krueger!
Disney wanted toned-down content that Craven was unwilling to deliver, and Paramount and Universal passed on the project, which they presumably regret. But even while dealing with rejections and financial strains, Craven continued searching for support, and found it in the then novice New Line Cinema.
I take back every bit of energy I gave you. You're nothing.
Having accumulated rave reviews and huge worldwide profit, there's no denying that the chance taken on Craven's vision was well worth it. Number 4. Sallow.
It is when I see others degraded that I rejoice, when they suffer humiliating disdain, that I have the exquisite pleasure of realizing how much better it is to be me than one of the inconsequential populace.
Loosely adapted from a novel, this artistic horror film portrays contentious themes of corruption, sexuality, violence, and morality.
You mustn't necessarily expect me to deflower you. In time, that question and others will be decided, and you will learn who will do you that honor.
The premise surrounds torture victims of fascist libertines, inevitably lending to critical reception that finds scenes brutally graphic, indecent, and hard to digest. With this considered, Italian censorship initially denied the movie's screening, and later imposed a formal ban, an action also taken by several other countries. The BBFC and Australian regulators spurned the controversial picture, only eventually showing cut versions. However, United Artists served as the film's worldwide distributor, allowing the movie to be more widely viewed.
All things are good when carried to excess.
Cited as one of the sickest and scariest films ever made, Sallow certainly left its mark, for better or for worse. Number 3. The Exorcist.
I'm Damien Karras. And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
The first of many installments, The Exorcist is a classic, sure to frighten us no matter how many times we rewatch it.
Begone! In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit!
The supernatural horror explores demonic possessions and attempts to exorcise, an idea that paved the way for other movies of its kind. Though we can't talk about the genre without mentioning this film today, the box office hit almost never got made. Originally a commercially unsuccessful novel by William Peter Blatty, the book wasn't adapted to film until the author found himself in the right place at the right time. He appeared on the nationally televised Dick Cavett Show as a last-minute replacement, through which his story wound up sparking widespread interest. Hollywood's attention was subsequently piqued, and the iconic movie was created.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
You'd like that?
Intensely.
Number 2, Get Out. Having grossed $255 million worldwide, it's hard to believe that Get Out had a difficult road to the big screen.
Sir, can I see your license, please?
Wait, why?
Yeah, I have state ID.
No. He wasn't driving.
I didn't ask who was driving. I asked to see his ID.
According to newbie director at the time, Jordan Peele, his movie's concept was unceremoniously declined by studios that didn't get the multifaceted story. One prospective partner supposedly went as far to call Peele's vision stupid and destined for failure, words that have undoubtedly been eaten.
Now you're in the sunken place.
Negative feedback didn't deter Peele, and eventually his film was brought to life. Following a black man's unfortunate experience visiting his white girlfriend's parents, the film proved to be as riveting as it is terrifying. Since debuting, it has enjoyed tremendous success, accruing extensive acclaim, accolades, and argued status as one of the 21st century's greatest films.
I'm T.S. A. We handle shit.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Psycho. A psychological thriller based on a novel, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho was met with challenges before becoming a quintessential horror film that introduced the infamous Norman Bates.
She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes.
The director had a contract with Paramount stating his next picture would be made with the studio, but executives disliked his idea for the new film and rejected its disturbing premise. The studio withheld its usual budget, prompting Hitchcock to invest in his vision by reverting to his own production means. Convinced it would be a bust, Paramount was likely regretful when the film's compelling score and acting saw a stellar box office performance. It's widely considered a masterpiece that's left a legacy for the genre, and it maintains rank among the best movies of all time.
They'll see, and they'll know, and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.